Hey everyone, have you heard what happened to Pope Francis? It's been the talk of the town, and you won't believe the shocking revelations that have just surfaced. Recently, Pope Francis broke his silence about his health, his future, and even the possibility of stepping down as the head of the Catholic Church. His comments have left the world stunned, and today we're diving into what really happened to Pope Francis. Make sure to stay with us till the end, because there's so much to uncover about the Pope's health struggles, his possible resignation, and who could take over after him. Trust me, this is one video you won't want to miss. But Pope Francis has been a central figure in the Catholic Church since his election in 2013 as the 266th Pope. He's led with compassion, humility, and a strong sense of responsibility for nearly 12 years. He's carried the weight of one of the most important roles not just in the Catholic faith, but in the world. However, recent developments have raised many questions about his future. At 88 years old, Pope Francis has been facing growing concerns about his health. His physical condition has led many to wonder whether he can continue fulfilling his demanding duties as the leader of the Catholic Church. In fact, Pope Francis himself has acknowledged that no one can serve the Church indefinitely. He has often said that the papacy is for life, but recently he has hinted at the possibility of stepping down. This has left many shocked, as we thought we knew exactly what to expect from the Pope. But now, things are not as clear as they once were. He's been candid about his struggles and health issues, and his statements have sparked a lot of speculation. What's most surprising is the revelation that Pope Francis already has a resignation letter prepared. This came as a shock to many because it suggests that he has been seriously thinking about his future and the possibility of stepping down if his health ever becomes an obstacle. In a recent interview, the Pope shared that he has written a resignation letter, but he reassured the faithful that he feels capable of continuing his role for now. However, this revelation shows just how seriously he is taking the idea of stepping down when the time comes. The Pope's health issues have been a major concern for the past few years. In 2021, rumors began to spread about his resignation, particularly due to concerns about his physical condition. At that time, he quickly denied these rumors, but it was clear that many were worried about how long he could continue in such a demanding role. In June 2022, Pope had to cancel two important trips to the Democratic Republic of the Congo and South Sudan due to health concerns. His doctors advised him against going, and he had to prioritize his health over his duties. This was one of the rare times when the Pope had to acknowledge the physical limitations that come with age. Fast forward to March 2023, when Pope Francis was hospitalized with a lung infection just days before Holy Week, although he recovered quickly and returned to leading masses. The hospitalization raised more questions about his ability to keep up with his busy schedule. A few months later, in June 2023, the Pope had surgery for a hernia, which required a hospital stay. These health scares have made it clear that his physical condition is a significant factor in any future decisions regarding his papacy. Another major health issue for Pope Francis is his knee pain, which has forced him to use a wheelchair since 2022. He has been open about the challenges this has brought, describing it as a slower phase in his papacy. The knee pain has affected his ability to move around, and it's clear that this has made his work more difficult. Pope Francis has been adapting to this new reality, but it's easy to see how this could eventually limit his ability to carry out the physical demands of being Pope. In addition to these health concerns, Pope Francis has faced other physical risks. In December 2024, he suffered a fall and had a bruise on his chin. Just a month later, in January 2025, he fell again and injured his arm, requiring a sling. While neither of these incidents were serious, they highlighted the physical risks that come with age. Despite these challenges, Pope Francis has insisted that his health does not make him feel that he should resign. However, his admission that he has a resignation letter prepared shows that he is not taking his health lightly. What makes this situation even more intriguing is Pope Francis's attitude toward the possibility of resignation. He has said that while he hasn't seriously considered stepping down until now. He has thought about the potential consequences of his health worsening to the point where he cannot fulfill his duties. His honesty about this possibility is both humbling and realistic. The Pope has always viewed his position as a duty to serve rather than a position of power. He has made it clear that if his health ever prevents him from leading effectively, he would step down to allow someone else to take over. In addition to his health challenges, there are other factors that could influence Pope Francis's decision to resign. One of these is internal opposition within the Church. In 2018, Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano accused Pope Francis of covering up abuse allegations against Cardinal Theodore McCarrick. This led to a public call for the Pope's resignation. While the Pope did not respond to these accusations directly, the controversy revealed the deep divisions within the Church. Many conservative groups have criticized Pope Francis for his progressive views on issues like climate change, interfaith dialogue, and inclusion within the Church. This internal opposition has only added pressure to his role, making it harder for him to maintain unity within the Church. Another issue that has created challenges for Pope Francis is his financial reforms within the Vatican. Since becoming Pope, he has worked tirelessly to address corruption and financial mismanagement within the Church. While these efforts have been widely praised, they have also faced resistance from Church officials who benefit from the old systems. The pushback against his reforms has made it more difficult for him to achieve his goals and has added to the stress of his role. Despite all these challenges, Pope Francis has remained committed to his mission of reform and renewal within the Catholic Church. He has made it clear that unity is important, and he believes that the Church should work together to serve its mission, even if not everyone agrees on every issue. But with the ongoing internal conflicts and external pressures, it's becoming increasingly difficult for him to maintain that unity. So if Pope Francis were to resign, who would take over? The question of succession is one that has been on everyone's mind. There are many cardinals who could potentially succeed Pope Francis. Be made through a vote among the cardinals. With all the speculation about Pope Francis's health and possible resignation, it's clear that the future of the Catholic Church is uncertain. But one thing is for sure: the next pope will have big shoes to fill, whether it's Cardinal Tagle or someone else. The Church will need a leader who can navigate the challenges ahead and continue the work that Pope Francis has started. Thank you for watching. We hope this video gave you some insight into the challenges Pope Francis is facing and what might come next for the Catholic Church. What do you think? Do you believe Pope Francis will resign soon? Who do you think will be his successor? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay updated on all the latest news. See you next time.